Here we have my custom character movement physics project. Here you can see ladder physics. Essentially, we're moving along a spline included on the ladder actor. Now here we have with the animations and the ladder model implemented, taking the input vector and turning that into a movement delta along the ladder. Here we have a flight movement mode toggled on. No animations, but this is 6 degrees of freedom. I've put roll on the Q and E keys and vertical movement on its basic control. Basic kinematics, essentially. Toggle it off and landing there. Here we have wall jump. That's nothing too complicated, just allowing the character to jump again after they've detected a wall impact, but the jump vector takes the wall surface into account instead of being straight upwards. Here we have the wall run, which uses the walking movement mode, but is manipulated to use the wall surface as the floor surface. Let's see if I can make it up there with the wall jump in this clip. Next up we have a climbing movement mode with animations. Basic implementation, no AK yet. When that moving platform comes around, we'll see the interaction with the moving surface in different angles. Eventually we hit a point where we can no longer hold on. Here we have a clip showing some custom gravity. What I've done is I've got certain volumes placed along this loop that point the gravity in the direction of the floor. I've got a no gravity zone here. I've added gravity volumes to these surfaces, so now we're not doing a wall run, but just using walking physics. Here we are with our swimming physics. 2 different modes. There's one for when you're at the surface and one for when you're completely submerged. Basic animation implementation. And underwater, it's similar to the 6 degrees of freedom flight mode. We see some spherical portals in the level. Not certain what those were for in this project. Here's a portal implementation. And one thing that's really needed was, you can see there's a camera sudden movement. Needed to omit the portal surface from the collision probe that the camera is mounted on, the spring arm components collision probe. As far as rendering goes, I'm pretty happy with that implementation, though. There you can see the character mantle up onto the edge. We've added a third posture for prone, and now we're moving into the sliding physics. Essentially a low friction state. Movement takes gravity and the surface normal into effect. Let's see how it handles the slide. I suppose this reminds me of Super Mario 64 in some ways. In this clip, we've got a grappling movement mode where a cable is spawned. That's actually a series of capsule components linked together with physics constraints. So this actually uses the physics engine, not just kinematic equations.